That note, let's invite Porinju Veliyath, Managing Director and Portfolio Manager of Equity Intelligence India. Porinju, good morning. Thank you very much. It's a fine day to get you on the markets. Well, we have seen some fairly significant gains coming in. Do you think the markets are now going to cross the all-time highs with ease? Is 2017 going to be a very profitable year for equity investors?
Thank you. Good morning, Lata. Of course, we are at almost all-time high in the Nifty and Sensex. A few hundred points here and there doesn't make much difference to that. But at the same time, markets have been consolidating in the last 2 years. Did not give much return on index-wise. Those smart stock pickers have been always making money. And some stocks are really coming out of that consolidation, like Reliance, after a decade. Is coming out of that cluster. So I think it's a very interesting inflection point again for the market. But today, one theme I would like to discuss is, Lata, it's politics. Politics normally, investors feel it's not good. Decent investors or people in the market, they always avoid talking or discussing or taking a view on politics. I think it's foolish to ignore politics today by long-term value investors. I'm not talking about any political party or kind of things, but I feel politics in India is at an inflection point as far as investors are concerned. Inflection point in the sense, the key word is development. Every political party have started talking about development, economic progress for the first time. It's very interesting. I'm telling you, this can make huge change to the way politicians in this country, could manage economy going forward. That's very, very important. So that is another most bullish factor. Even I'm telling you, small regional parties or the parties which are, I would say, caste and religion-based parties, they also have started talking about development. Development is taking the center stage. If every state governments and the central government all start talking about and doing the right things for development, I'm telling you, nobody can stop India. We are structurally so powerful and resourceful. We are really heading for very much faster economic progress. And of course, that is the most important factor for equity investors.
Okay, Porinju, good morning. That point is taken, and of course, you've been making a lot of political tweets as well. I'm not going to get into that, but the crux of the matter is taken. You spoke about inflection point for Reliance, and the fact that last time you told us that Reliance could well become the largest market cap company. Do you get a sense that it's still not too late to invest here? And my second question, do you see this domestic liquidity continuing to support the market?
Anuj, domestic liquidity is yet to come, to be very frank. The Indian households are totally, very, very badly, I would say, underinvested in equities as an asset class. And there won't be any other countries, of our size and the countries which matters in the global economic scenario, with such low equity penetration. And the recent developments, there are strong decisions from the government and difficult decisions from the government, I would say. They all are going to help this significantly higher savings flowing into financial assets, especially equities. I'm very confident about that. Now even SIP's kind of methods of investing is getting momentum. I think we are something like 9,000-10,000 crores monthly SIP inflow as on today. This can go to 15,000 and 20,000 crores every month, and it can continue to grow. And all those things are, I think, very positive. So this basically will do one thing to the stock market, that the markets will continue to be expensive or richly valued. That is going to be the real outcome of all this, money flowing into the market, and that will eventually lead to much larger market capitalization in a sustainable manner. There will be more capital flowing in, more growth-oriented projects coming up, because India is a huge consumption story. Nobody can stop that.
A little more on Reliance, Porinju. You think that it has legs to run much faster this year itself?
Oh my God, it has done the fastest in the last few days. So I don't think it needs to run faster. But I think it can now around 20-25% appreciation in a couple of months. I'm very happy about that. And it deserves it. That company used to have a lot of cash flow in the last 10 years. And without any movement in the market capitalization. So all those wealth created by the company in the last 10, 12 years are there, and it was sleeping. Now it's going. The investors are going to see the impact of those wealth created and the new ventures, the futuristic businesses this company is getting into. I think Reliance can be a decent compounder from these levels.
Okay. You told us you're not in a mood to discuss stocks, but that could change. Has the mood changed, Porinju? Any mid-cap gems that you're looking at right now?
I think I was earlier also talking about some of the private sector smaller banks, the mid-cap banks, I was talking earlier about Federal Bank that also moved up well. I think Lakshmi Vilas Bank is one stock small investors can look for, not for any very large exposure, because banking is going to undergo major changes, a lot of uncertainties. Nobody will be smart enough to really predict what will happen to the banks in the next 5-10 years. It will be so dynamic. Okay. And I was looking at the dairy sector again. It was in the fancy some time back, and later the fancy has died down. Some of the stocks have come to very reasonable, attractive levels like Parag Milk, maybe Quality, another company. There will be many companies in the sector because this is a really booming business, and most of the businesses will be shifted to organized sector. That is where the listed companies are going to benefit. This is not only in the milk sector. The biggest positive what investors should look for today is that which are the sectors or companies which are going to benefit because of the demonetization and the kind of black to white theme. A lot of unorganized businesses will be transferred to organized companies and businesses, and which are the listed companies are the biggest beneficiary.
Okay, well, fair point. Any disclosures on Parag, Quality, LVB?
Yeah, we are holding Lakshmi Vilas Bank in PMS. We have been recently buying it for some new clients pumping in money.
All right, Porinju, out of time. Thank you very much for joining us with your macro perspective on the political economy as well as on the flow of funds that you're expecting from the household sector into financial assets. Always a pleasure speaking with you.